What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? It's your big homie, Big Bayday, man, and this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast. And once again, man, gripping, thought provoking, compelling content. I wanted to talk about the war going on right now, the Ukraine-Russia war going on, man. Everybody, I wanted to see what was going on. I wanted to watch how it was unfolding and everything's rolling out. Just wanted to see, do my due diligence and do my studies, right? So upon watching everything, I'm starting to see now, basically my boy Putin, he does not, he doesn't want, everybody's joining the United Nations and everybody's joining NATO. And there's like a one force government that are joined forces, like a universal one force government that's joined forces. And I'm not against unity at all. Unity is good for the community. But these people, the one force government, they promote agendas at specific times, and you can see who's down with it because everybody who's when the agendas are getting promoted, it's the same script being read every time from every leader, no matter where they're at. Because I'm gonna say one thing: when the virus first started in 2020 or whenever it was, yeah, 2020, I watched the news constantly because I wanted to be informed. I was um, I was laid off from my job, so I was just staying informed, just doing my due diligence every day, doing my due diligence. So when as a grown ass man. So when I seen things, how everything was unveiling, and they would bring out the news crew that bring out the guy reading the teleprompter, and then they would have the fucking. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. When they bring out the bitch with the sign language, it's the bullshit going on. Anytime you see the box with the main nigga talking and the nigga standing behind them, you know what I'm saying, doing all that shit, and the niggas behind them doing all this and all this shit and all this shit and all this bullshit when it's everybody doing all that behind the nigga talking, and then there's a lady going, that bitch ain't even doing sign language, she doing demon time language. Because I'm gonna say something, bro, for all sign language deaf people. You don't have to make those fucking mouth movements because it ain't even mouthing the word. You're going, that shit be looking crazy. And they stacking up too. So I respect the stacking, but it ain't about the stackings. It's just the sign language is sign language. That's no disrespect to anybody who has hearing impairments, because that's a beautiful thing that they have sign language for people to communicate. And there's more than one way to communicate. But I'm talking about the fucking tongue and weird facial expressions. When you see that bitch in the corner box doing the goddamn gang sign stacking with the weird mouth shit, it's going down, bro. Every time. And that's the way that they roll that shit out every time. So what I'm getting at with the war, we have a war going on between two major countries, Russia and Ukraine, European nations, right? In Europe. And nobody gives a fuck. I'm gonna say one thing, man. As adults, y'all motherfuckers have to be ashamed of y'all selves. Ashamed of yourselves as an adult, as a grown up. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you don't give a fuck about the war going on in Ukraine, if you don't give a fuck about the conflicts going on in Africa, if you don't give a fuck about um the war going on in Chicago, if you don't give a fuck about the shootings and shit going on in New York, if you don't give a fuck about the violence in the black communities worldwide and nationwide that's been going on heavy for ever since Trump was getting out of office. This shit been going on ever since Trump was getting out of office. It been stupid, stupid. And before that, when Obama was in office, the police shootings that killed so many black men was the highest rate of police murders in the history of the country. So when you don't even care about the things that's going on around you, how do you expect or why would you even expect for anybody to give a fuck about anything you got going on in your small, measly, pathetic life? Because I'm going to tell you something real shit, man. Motherfuckers only care about something when it's involving them. But if you look at these people in Ukraine, if you look at the war, the effects that and what's going on, these are not poor second, third, or none of that world people. And there's no, I don't agree with none of that shit in no place. Where there's third, fourth, fifth, no matter what world you're living in, because that's all bullshit anyway. But um, these are civilized people in Ukraine. These are modern people in Ukraine. These are beautiful women. These are beautiful children. These are handsome men. These are modern people. These are good working class, well-to-do modern citizens. And you see it's just they're getting dumped on. And I'm not talking about Russia's the big bad bully because man, Putin is doing what he's doing because everybody's joining with the big bad wolf. Everybody's joining with the big bad wolf, and 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 you can't everybody can't be in the same gang, bro. It got to be other sets and sects and different groups and shit. It should have it. That's I mean, what do you call it? uh that's just the freedom of choice, man. You should never inflict your ways on somebody. But when this wartime shit goes, if you know how the world really works, man, wartime domination, this shit is the only way that things go along. It's the only way. Power is the only thing people respect, man. So that's why the black community that has nothing. We have no power. We don't take what's ours. We don't stand up for nothing. We don't just, in the old time in America, motherfuckers would, not America, the old times of the world, motherfuckers would just go places, claim something as theirs, put a flag up, build a fort, and that'll be their shit. That's how it worked. So we got this modern shit going on where everything is controlled because the niggas who dominated the world, they already put their flags up all around and got their little countries and states and continents. Niggas own continents. You know what I'm saying? Some people own your whole continent that you live on. So when you put yourself in a real perspective of things, man, and stop being so selfish and thinking so much about your measly self, it's very sad, man. The world's like burning around us, man. It's war over here, it's flooding over there, it's poverty over here, it's pain over there. Um, there is positive things going on too, but it's not about thinking about the negatives, but it's about, damn, how could y'all turn a blind eye when so many things are going on around you? How could y'all be so naive and not worry about nobody else when it's going down? My nigga, they're launching missiles at houses. What would you do if the missile came at your house? That's not cool. At the very least, you don't send no money or no shit like that. But at the very least, respect the fact that it's going down, man. Do y'all know that they told every fucking adult, every every male adult over the age of 18 cannot leave the state? I mean, the country. Every male over the age of 18 cannot leave the fucking country in Ukraine. They women and children is hopping on trains and buses, getting up out of there in them safety routes by the government that the government got created, but the men cannot leave. The men have to stay back and fight. Do you not understand how serious that is? Or are you just that sorry and selfish where you don't give a fuck? Because that is very serious, bro. Like, I got babies, bro. If it was going down here, they would say, brother, you can't do shit. Get them up out of here and your ass stick here. And they go, bro, they're giving rifles to everybody in the state. They're showing the people in the town how to make in the country, in the state, I mean, in the country, how to make Molotov cocktails to fight the fucking tanks and shit. The news is instructing warfare tactics to the citizens. This is not no fucking joke. Are you that selfish? Are you that evil to where you don't even want to sympathize or empathize with the realities of your world? Or won't you not care until a motherfucking bomb blowing your shit up? And that's the thing, man. Americans have been pacified to the point where we haven't seen a major war since the Civil War. And I'm not wishing nothing on us because I love peace and I'm living in peace. I live for peace. But at the same time, man, peace comes after somebody done fought and died and bled for that. You know how many of our forefathers fought and died and fought in wars in America to where we could be the big bad wolf to sit back and everybody don't fuck with us? You know why we're the big bad wolf? Because your granddaddy and them fought in them wars. Your uncles fought in them wars and died for this shit and killed for this shit. Because that's what this world is built on. It's built on blood, sweat, and tears. But you little fucking slaves don't understand your place. Y'all don't understand y'all's place. And when you get into a position where you're going to have to fight for your country, will you fight or will you hide like a coward? Will you fight or will you hide like a coward? Because it ain't no more time to hide and there ain't nowhere to hide. Look at the videos and what's going on in Ukraine. There's nowhere. They're in the subways, train stations underground thinking they're gonna be safe. And there's men under there. I seen videos of men holding on to their girlfriends and shit because they coward. Nigga, get your rifle and get out there on that front line, boy. Cause when it's time, ain't nobody playing with you. I seen video of a tank driving over a car, and it was an old ass man in the car. Nigga, tanks driving over cars. Y'all better wake the fuck up and smell that motherfucking coffee, man, and stop being so selfish and evil and stop tapping out and tune in. It's the pressures of life y'all can't handle. Y'all be like, it's too much. I need to just watch something and get my mind right and calm down and relax and nigga relax. You think they're relaxing in Ukraine? They're getting bombed and shot at. Ain't no motherfucking why you sleeping? Them bombs gonna come drop on your head. That's where they're at right now. All that shit hit the fan and all that preparations and shit. Their shit is going on right now. They're beginning and they're look. Ukraine ordered the state of martial law. Y'all have got to be the dumbest, most selfish, most egotistical nation in the world, America. We about to be the dumbest motherfuckers. You don't think this is going to affect you? You don't think this war is going to affect you? Joe Biden just sent 7,600 troops over there already. So 8,000 of your sons is already on the way over there. 8,000 of your sons, 7,600 troops is already on the way over there. So what you gonna say now? We already in the middle of it. So please, God, let them hurry up and finish what they doing over there and let Putin uh shut them boys up like he did Georgia and Crimea and all them. They don't want it with that boy. He's official. Putin he's been in power for 20 some years. Let that man do his thing. Oh, look, Joe Biden ain't gonna be alive for 20 more years, but Putin will. So let that man alone, man. Stop. But that's how it is, bro. We done got our hands in everybody's goddamn pots. So my thing is this, man. Stop being so fucking egotistical and selfish, man, and tap in. Tap in with what's going on in the world, man, so you can be prepared when it's your turn. Because everybody will have their day to go through turmoils and struggles and strafes. Like, bro, right now I'm fighting evil again. Again, it's not all sweet for Big Bayday, bro. I'm fighting evil every time, bro, and the only reason I'm winning because I'm staying on the right hand side. I've not done nothing against no man. I've done nothing against no child. I've done against nothing against nobody but try to uplift and tell motherfuckers how not to be bad additions to society. I'm really just want people to be good additions to society. So when my children step out there in the world, it won't be such a damn place of hell for them to be coming up in. Cause I had to come up in hell to make it to where I'm at today. But it's your big homie, Big Baddie, man. It's a war going on, and y'all better act like y'all care, man. Because when it's your time or when it's your turn to endure whatever God presents you or man presents you to endure, don't beg for mercy. Stand up and say, "Damn, I seen this happening over there, so I know what to do." Stand up and protect your children, protect your country, protect your land. But at the same time, y'all don't even understand what the true battle is because y'all don't understand what to be thinking about. But it's your big home, big baddie, man. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. Thank you for all the support.